Good morning, everyone. Strafe Gal. We are playing some more Elden Ring, and hopefully, we'll be doing some cleanup this time. We're going to start off by equipping and upgrading some of our gear. So, first of all, we have our we have the stats now to use our Godslayer seal. Taking that all the way to +4 right away. We want to get that B scaling right away, and we want to get as much on it as we can. It's slightly weaker than our other one, but it boosts our Black Flame. I don't think I have enough to do anything here. No. So, next thing we're going to do, stop briefly over here. Technically, I think this could be just about anywhere, but we want to apply an Ashes of War to our broadsword. We have this sacred application, and so what we're going to do, this is going to split the damage between physical and holy and make it scale with faith. Short term, I don't know if this is actually going to be more powerful, but it does give it... Oh, I didn't realize you could do it that way. Okay, that's kind of cool. But yeah, we are going sacred. So, what this is going to do, first of all, is just make it a holy element weapon. Second of all, makes it scale with faith, which means that as we continue putting points in faith, it will get stronger. And third, it gives us the Sacred Blade, which does a ranged attack and actually charges up the weapon to do even more holy damage. So, gives us some options. I feel like it's going to be good overall. Next thing we are going to do is we're going to do a quick pass through Limgrave, and I'm hoping that that's accurate. We'll see. So I believe I don't think we can go down there. That's more unfortunate. So there should be... There we go. This next interaction.
We meet again. To have fought Nereus and lived. You must have seen your share of battle. I am Yura, as you might recall. Hunter of bloody fingers, tarnished, held in thrall by cessblood. Zealots, who stalk their own. You stay the path. You are certain to face more of them. Just remember, no kinship with their ilk remains. Their madness precludes it. Don't let your emotions stay your blade.
Okay. And the next thing we want to do, let's see if I can find the right spot here. So there's a tunnel here. There should be another one over here, and another one over here. And this is going to be kind of our next places. Oh, I forgot one thing we want to do also. I don't think we've got the item crafting we need for it. Yeah, we'll just try it anyway. I was going to do something. So I've been trying to figure out some strategies for these bosses just to make sure that they go as smoothly as possible, and I had found that that did not work. Awesome. It worked so well last time. Okay, there's probably slightly lower points over here that we can use. But yeah, the boss for this first section is actually apparently very vulnerable to sleep effects. So I was going to see if we could find a way to do that, and then I got distracted. So I think we're just going to burn him. Which is going to be our strategy for a lot of these fights, to be fair. So, Limgrave tunnels. Now, these are all just some short kind of mini caves. One of the nice things with this is that there do tend to be smithing stones in these areas. Not always, but a lot of times. It's usually kind of a quick relatively quick little dungeon, not super long, and we should have the ability to burn through these pretty quick, assuming that we don't run into any major problems. Whew. There we go. But yeah, at the level we're at this point, we should be able to just clear these out without too much problem. We'll have to see how bad the bosses are, but meh. The nice thing with this is getting these smithing stones should kind of give us this extra little boost that we need to be able to finish boosting or upgrading all of our equipment. first off not here. I thought I saw... Okay, it must be facing this way. I thought I saw a... There we go. Little side area there. Always fun rolling off of elevators while they're in motion. Whoa. Was not expecting that. Okay. So yeah, this kind of just gives us another piece to our arsenal. Both another elemental attack, which is the main reason that I wanted to get this, as well as something that can be used in melee. Which, having both on one weapon is also valuable. This looks like a boss. Okay, Stone Digger Troll. And while that sleep would have been nifty, we clearly don't need to worry about it. Quick look around, make sure we're not missing anything. I'm pretty sure that's all we're getting. And one down. The Roar Medallion, I don't believe has much utility for us. I originally was thinking it was going to, and I was very excited, and then apparently it does not actually apply to the incantations that say Roar on them. Should be somewhere... There we go. Groveside Cave. What's next? So yeah, it's basically only used for certain, like, a couple skills, and then there are some, like, Warcry buffs that it applies to. Oh, I guess we should probably, just to be safe, actually rest. Get our recharge. Another cracked pot. Apparently these wolves got the best of these soldiers. And down here is the next boss. This is the Beastman of Baramazula, who is weak to fire. Once again, at this point, we are probably over-leveled for this section. This is stuff we could have done a bit earlier. And that's okay. Okay. Last but not least, we're gonna head to section, or to that third spot here, which is gonna be the Stormfoot Caverns. Rather than head directly at it, I'm gonna go this way just to make sure that it's not on this top level. For good reason, apparently. I don't know that this is actually it, but I guess we'll find out. Yep. Catacombs, my mistake. Proper death means returning to the Erd Tree. Have patience until the time comes and its roots call you. Okay, so I suspect... I hate these guys so much. So, being a catacomb instead of a cave, generally that means there's going to be the potential for traps, and in a lot of cases, okay, yeah, locked by a contraption. So a lot of times you have to do kind of like a loop. Not sure. That was a weird... camera turn there. Like I said, traps. And once again, I hate these guys. Luckily for us, video games still don't understand how radiant heat works. Yep, definitely still hate these guys. Unfortunately, we're not doing quite enough to one-shot them, which is actually more annoying in a lot of ways. So there's a Ghost Glovewort, which is going to let us boost our summons. So caves tend to have smithing stones. Tombs or catacombs tend to have that grave glovewort. Since it's taking 2 shots anyway, I'm just gonna keep the range for these lightning bolts. I literally that could have been really bad. And I guess one thing that this is doing a good job of illustrating is regardless of how many levels you get or how well equipped you feel like you are for the area, there is some eventuality that you will still just get wrecked. By certain enemies, or when you get ambushed. There it is. So I think... Yep. So now that we've gotten to the end, it's like I even saw that there was something there. There's a switch here. And because we were moving upward through this cavern, we can drop down. And now we're back at the entrance. And this is that heavy door that opened. Now, the other cool thing about this is that because we've opened that door, and disabled the traps, we can totally rest at the site of grace. And while it does respawn the enemies, it will not respawn the traps. I thought we were closer to a level than we were. Let's see if we can get there quick. Mostly just because I don't want to mess with having to recover runes. Another 600. So if this boss ends up being a problem, that gives us a little bit of flexibility, and that's okay. So yep, we're gonna continue boosting mind. We want to minimize how many, or we want to maximize how many spells we can do before we need to thought there were more in that room, but apparently they are not jumping me, so take it. And let's try this boss. Okay, we should not be getting hit as much as we are, but that's okay. Noble Sorcerer Ashes. So another summon. We're still using the jellyfish right now. One of the things that is on my list to do soon is actually to upgrade that as well. Okay, and I think we're actually going to do 2 more bosses quick. These are both overworld bosses that can show up. They specifically only spawn at night. Just clear some of these guys out just to be safe, so I have a little bit of freedom to move. This is Deathbird. and it is wrecking us. Crap. Hoping that the bats get caught in the crossfire here. Got very lucky there. There we go. Wasn't expecting the fourth hit. There we go. So, that guy getting dropped has two benefits. The first is that we complete the boss. We get the talisman that it drops and everything. Not that we're using it, but, you know, we have it. The second is now it can't accidentally spawn while I'm grinding giants, which has happened many times to me before. I thought that this guy spawned here, but apparently I'm wrong. Although, based on that...
There's a myriad of battle arts in these lands that I've yet to discover. Mementos of all the warriors who raised their arms in battle, lost and died. A fine tale, all told of true chivalric romance. That's how I fell in love with the sword and the arts of combat. It grants meaning even to falling in battle, to death itself.
Okay. Well, I'm not 100% sure what's going on here. I thought that when we rested, it was going to potentially spawn that guy. There's a boss that's supposed to spawn here sometimes, specifically at night. Okay, Bernal's gone. That's actually a good sign. There we go. Oh, man. That is some range, and that is scary. I thought this was just a melee boss, and I was wrong. But it looks like those attacks from range are at least relatively easy to dodge. I said relatively. Okay, I'm gonna use this just to be safe. And apparently now he has an extra combo hit. And we are out of healing, so we just need to get lucky. Oh, man. That was down to a pixel, too. So I think we had to talk to Bernal first for that to work the way it did. It may... Yeah, he's back. Let's see if Past Time Till Nightfall works now.
There you are. Not floating your...
Okay. And at this point, I at least have a better idea of what I'm dealing with. So hopefully I don't make some of those same early mistakes that I did last time. That's slightly different than that original pattern. Yeah, that 3, I don't remember him doing. The 2, or the 2 sets of 2, I do. Three is slightly faster, too. There we go. Bell-bearing hunter is down. And once again, we get a mediocre item from him, but I don't care if it's a mediocre item if it means that we don't have to risk accidentally spawning on top of him when we rest at this site of grace anymore. And that cleans up most of what I wanted to do in Limgrave. So we took out 5 bosses this time, which feels pretty good, and cleared out 3 dungeons. We've made the world a safer place. We've upgraded our weapons, and our next objective is going to be the Weeping Peninsula down here. We're probably gonna do the next at least 2 on this. There are several overworld bosses, several dungeons. There's an Everjail, and then the tree, which each have a overworld boss. There are a couple dungeons. I think we're going to be aiming for about 3. There's a merchant down here that I want to visit. And then we still have this entire castle to do, and that's associated plot line, which will probably get its own video. So we'll see how long each of those pieces take, but those are going to be the next 2 things we're doing. So, hopefully you're still enjoying. If you are, please give me a like and subscribe. Check out the other content on my channel. If you have any questions or suggestions, please leave them in the comments. And as always, have a good one. We'll catch you next time.